Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the ArchieLuxury and the Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com. Check them out guys, jump online, check out WhatShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand. And 90 plus different brands. New and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WhatShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please guys, check out WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com. I'm ArchieLuxury, and check out WhatShopping.com. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the Pluta channel doing paid review 22QA42. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Z Blue. 22QA42. This here's a paid review for Nick. Hi Arch, sent you 50 US for a collection review. Your general thoughts on watch insurance as well as many years of entertaining content. I've attached a couple pictures of my current collection. I'm 32 years old, single, living in the US, and what I'd say has been fairly successful career thus far working in IT. My current collection: number 1, Rolex Explorer 1 39mm Mark II. Purchased new from AD mid 2020. Somewhat of an interesting story behind this purchase. I had first bought a Tag Heuer Aqua Racer 41 at retail from this AD for my 30th birthday. This was my first luxury watch, and I did generally like this piece when I bought it. I was also just getting into the hobby at this point. When I bought the Tag, I asked to be put on the list for a 39mm Oyster Perpetual with the white dial. I got a call from the AD soon after me offering a 39mm Explorer 1, which I had initially declined as I wanted the white dial OP. 6 months later, the AD called again with another Explorer 1, which I decided to take. To be honest, the Explorer took some time to grow on me, but now it's a piece I'm attached to. I think the Explorer 1 is way better than an Oyster Perpetual. If I had to only live with one watch, I could happily do it with the Explorer 1. I ended up eventually selling the Tag, which was obviously for a loss. Gee, that's a bit sad. Why did you have to sell it? Why sell it? You got it for your 30th. Isn't that kind of sad? I mean, I've done dumb things like that as well. I can't deny that. As I knew I couldn't enjoy wearing it anymore with where I had gotten in my watch collecting journey. That's sad. It would be nice to keep it as a 30th birthday present. Number 2 was a Omega Speedmaster Professional 3861. Ooh, that's the new movement one. With Halcyon glass, purchased from the same AD in mid-2021 with a 5% discount. I had done this because I felt like I was up to the challenge to play the AD games to get another Rolex. Plus, I did genuinely want to experience owning a Speedmaster. Nothing wrong. I think you've done very well on that. There's no discount now. In my part of the world, no discounts on that. I really like the new bracelet. You know what? I hated the bracelet to start with, but now that I've actually tried it and thought about it, I actually love it more. Okay, I love it. And overall feel of the watch, all the time of this purchase, I asked to be put on the list for a new Polar Explorer 2 or a no-date sub. Number 3, Rolex Explorer 2 Polar 2021 release, purchased at retail from the same AD. Late 2021, the stars had to be aligned. But a few months later, I received the call of a newly released Polar. Wow, lucky guy. This paired with the Explorer 1. Actually, I totally get that. Explorer 1, Explorer 2. beautiful combo. Is such an amazing duo to me. I agree. Between the two, I have what I need for every occasion and love looking at them together. The Explorer 1 has more elegant classic design, while the Explorer 2 has all the elements of a modern Rolex sports watch. As for what's next, a watch I would really love to experience is a Patek 5196, but I won't be seriously entertaining the idea anytime soon, maybe 5 to 10 years. Otherwise, I don't have my eyes on adding anything specific at the moment. My question is on watch insurance. Would you recommend it? What are your general thoughts on the matter, as I haven't found any videos of you talking about it in the past? Keep up the good work, Nick. So firstly, Nick, Vic Giffolick, Nick. Firstly, absolutely love the three-piece collection. I love it. I myself totally agree with you. Explorer 1, Explorer 2, beautiful. I love the Speedmaster, 100%. You know what you could do to have a four-piece combo? Four-piece meal deal, hunger buster, before you get the Patek, is to get a Omega Seamaster, some sort of Seamaster. You can get some cheap as a beater, or you could go the Seamaster. You know, they've got some, I like the retro reissue, the Lollipop. So many great Seamasters out there. Four-piece killer combo meal deal, hunger buster. Now, it's a bit of a sad about the tag. I would have liked you to keep it for your 30th. How old are you now? 32. You know what? If you can buy it back, if you sold it to a friend or something, you can buy it back, do it. Because it was a, you know, I'm getting sentimental. I'm nearly 50. I'm getting sentimental. Okay, watch insurance. What is the story? Watch insurance, very, 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 very interesting situation. And I got to tell you myself, it's a tricky situation. What would I do? What do I recommend? Okay, so basically, with your collection like that, you can get watch insurance. So there's a couple different coverages. You can get insurance, which covers you if you are wearing this watch, either at home or out in the field, it gets stolen or damaged, the insurance covers it. Now, the only problem is that insurance tends to be between 2 and 4% of the replacement retail value. So you think about that. That is actually expensive, really expensive. So then you look at the next thing. You say to yourself, okay, what can you do to limit the chance of loss? So what I would basically do is say to yourself, well, there is no 100% answer. You can have a bank safe. The building could collapse. You could, nothing is 100%, but you've got to limit your chances of risk. So if you have a home and contents policy, that covers it if it's stolen, or sometimes your home and content policy will also cover your valuables that are in a bank safe. Okay? So I would say, personally, I would possibly just add them to your home and contents policy. Now, be careful. Sometimes on many home and contents policies, you have to add them as an extra. Otherwise, by default, in my case, on my insurance policy, it only covers up to $1,500 and there's a $500 excess. So I've only got $1,000 coverage, unless it's a listed item. Now, some people have different rules for listed items. You may have to have a copy of the receipt. Some people say you can also, instead of that, if you don't have that, you can have a copy of a valuation from a registered valuer. So that's another good thing to do. I think for your collection there, it is not a bad idea to have them as listed. Now, the problem is you've got to have a multi-pronged attack. I've actually gone through my own security in the past 12 months and really upped my game. Okay, so what have I done for my security? Number one, I have 2 security boxes. I've got a security box in Brisbane at one of the biggest bank in Australia. I have a security box in Singapore. In Singapore, that's correct. In Singapore, I've got a security box. So I've got 2 security boxes. One in Singapore, one in my local to where I live. The next thing I've done is I've gone and increased the security. And what I've done at home is I've fitted my front door and my rear door were basically hollow, crappy doors. You could basically kick your foot in to the door. So what I've done is my front and rear door of my house, I have now removed those doors. I've got a tradesman in and I've got solid wooden doors. Okay? The next thing I've done is I've gone and fitted security screens. In my country, we've got a product called CrimSafe, which is a special type of security screen which is impossible to cut. You can cut it, of course. You get a oxy torch. You can cut through anything. Okay, so nothing's 100%, but it's very hard to cut. Okay, let's just say that with a saw, it's hard to do that. It's hard to break. And these are a security type screen. They're only on half the door. You've still got glass, so someone can break the glass. They're in. Okay, fair enough. But most burglars would use a screwdriver to try and jerry their way in. So I've fitted security screens. So let's look at this. What have I done? Number one, I looked at my house and said, where are the weaknesses? The front and rear door were just shitty doors. I replaced them with solid wood. Number two, I've put in security screens. Whole house and my start studio cost me over $12,000 Australian to do, 10,000 US to do that. The next thing I've done is I have fitted CCTV inside the house. So this CCTV is so affordable now. Now my security system isn't the best, okay? But you know what? It's better than nothing. And it connects to the internet. So wherever I am in the world, as long as I've got internet, I can see what's happening at home. So I've got 4 cameras in the home and they tell me exactly what's happening. Then that system there is, you can get that for under $1,000. That's a great safety precaution. And then the next thing I have done, is I've taken out extra cover. I've added a few things to the policy, but I've got so many watches, it's just not possible to, it's everything's possible. It's very expensive. So I've limited to what I put on my policy. The next thing I've done is I've increased the safety at home. I've got a better safe. So this is a proper safe that's kind of a ton. Time delay locks with glass. You can't get in there, can you? It's very, very, you can. You could drive a bulldozer in, okay? But that's going to be a lot of hassle. Now, the big weakness, it doesn't matter how great my safe is. Guess what? If someone's putting a gun to your head, you're going to open the thing. So I don't store a lot at home. I keep a few watches. I rotate them. So most of my watches I keep in the bank safe. So let's have a look at what you can do. Number one, bank safety deposit box is your good friend. I've got 2, one in Singapore and one in Brisbane. Next step is I've I looked at my home and saw weaknesses. When I had a cheap front and rear door, I've replaced them with solid wood. I've fitted security screens all for the entire house, CCTV. I've also increased a safe. Okay, it's a ton. It's set into concrete. The next thing I've done is I don't keep all my collection at home. I keep a rotation. The next thing I have done is increased my insurance coverage. So I think that's a better strategy than getting full cover on your watches. The other thing I'm doing is I'm actually getting a gun license. I want to get my own little firearm. I think it'd be a nice sport, shooting at a range, and also a little bit of security. So that's the plan, Stan. That's the insurance. I think if you insure the watch outside the home, very expensive. Mind you, if you're in a high-risk area, you could get mugged and stuff like that. Well, I try not to go to places like that, especially wearing expensive watches. So, the choice is yours. Let me know what you think. I know Houdinki was doing something with insurance. He's got some cover, but I thought it was a bit expensive. Anyhow, guys, put some comments below. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Guys, remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I desperately need more paid reviews to keep me full-time on YouTube. Paid reviews keep me on the tubes. Remember, guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. The other thing you could do is paid reviews, $50 US. Also, you could sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. I will see you in the next one. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about DavidSW. DavidSW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at DavidSW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to DavidSW. I would highly recommend DavidSW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to DavidSW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube. Because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small, specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.